Good morning, Bernard.
Morning. And it's dry at the moment, Andrew.
At the moment, it's grey.
If we get through the day without precipitation, we'll have done well.
Okay.
Right. But we're all prepared, aren't we?
There we are.
And we're parking here at Levens Bridge, and it's a slightly different walk than was planned, which was more fields, Andrew. And after yesterday's rain, I thought, if we can avoid fields, we will. Not totally, but we're going to go up on the left hand side. We'll walk clockwise through Levens Park and then under the motorway, and eventually pick up the we'll call it the swing bridge, the rope bridge, and then continue towards Kendal. But at this point here we'll just leave this route and come back on the higher route and down on the other side of the park to the car, and it's 5.5 miles.
5.5 miles and a bit of climbing. There's always a bit of climbing, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. 7 of us are going to brave the weather and the elements as per normal. As I say, it's a grey day. We're expecting rain, but we are equipped. So let's see how we go. So we've left the cars up there underneath the arrows. Just coming round. Probably most people will be familiar with this. And then we're going to walk through Levens Park here, so immediately we're right off the road, which is good. So this is the River Kent coming out of Kendal that flows down through Arnside and into Morecambe Bay. And this is the floodplain through Levens here, through Levens Hall, Levens Park. Levens Hall is over there somewhere, just over the back of those trees over the main road. Yeah, and it's damp here, but this is rain as opposed to flood water, but the river's high, and as you can see there, it's high and it's flowing. And now we've just had a little stop, just have a look at this gentleman with his dog as he's walking along. Very pleasant. We've come off the park and we're onto metalled road surface, which is wonderful in comparison to what we were on. It was a very slippy, slidey, dodgy underfoot stuff. And we're coming up to the main road here between Milnthorpe and, well, the motorway and Kendal and onto Windermere. We're going to go under that and then on a bit further. So this is the other side of the 590, from the motorway up there to Kendal down there, and then this is the River Kent below. We might get a chance for a bit of whitewater rafting today. I think it could be that high. We shall see. We're heading towards Hincaster now, I think. Now, had our leader looked after us and brought some inflatable craft with him today, we could have done a little bit of, and just a little bit of sport here, a touch of whitewater rafting. Be alright down there. Might have been a bit chilly. But this is the Kent. So whilst we assess the best way to go down this on the whitewater raft, on the rafts, we've had 11s. This was 11s here. I don't know how far around we are, but it's very pleasant so far. No rain as yet. And here's the next little bit of whitewater rafting. That's pretty rapid. Now, it's going down here, all the way down. This is just the runoff from the hills coming under here and down there and into the river, but there's a lot of water coming through there. So this is what was referred to as the rope bridge. It's not particularly a rope bridge, and this is where we should have crossed. but unfortunately,
and we were here.
it's
And come walking across, there were no door here.
so we've got no entry. So we're now just having a look at where we can go and how we can get around this. I think we're probably going to have to go back. We're probably going to have to go back and then across on the road, on the road, and then shorten the walk somewhat. So we've come away from the rope bridge. That wasn't a rope bridge and wasn't a bridge because we weren't allowed to cross it. And we're now going back under the road, the motorway to Kendal Road. And this is, we're around Sizergh now, heading towards the castle. Oh, and yeah, heading towards Sizergh and the castle there. So there's been a real rejig of this walk. Whatever was on that map at the start, and in Bernard's commentary, forget it. He's taken us on a shortcut and a mystery walk, and as we said to him, every Wednesday's a mystery walk then. So there's we're at Sizergh Castle now. We've got a couple of beggars over there just asking for some money for coffee. We doubt very much whether that's for coffee or a sandwich. And we've got a man under here sat with his hood up under a roof. And four madmen sat out here with in the rain. In the well, it's Mizzle, but we're at Sizergh Castle. That's where we are now, in the grounds of Sizergh Castle, at their lovely cafe and eating facility. Just having some lunch.
Just so that you understand, the rain is now established, okay? So I'm going to go basically back to the car. Is that okay?
Shortest route.
So we go down the way we've come up. We came up basically to sit here.
Yeah.
Right. And it comes to the bypass.
Yeah.
You cross the bypass and walk down a path to what is really a private hotel. It used to be a nunnery, and from there we go back down the park on the same side as we came up.
Hey, this is flexibility and thinking on your feet. Brilliant, Bernard.
And the two drivers go and pick things up.
So we've just come down there from the Strickland Arms, from Sizergh Castle, across the very busy dual carriageway of the A590, and we're now going into the grounds of a hotel called the Villa, which used to be a nunnery, apparently. I'm not going into too much detail about that, but that's what it used to be. And this is the old nunnery, now the hotel. Lovely place. Plenty of land here. As Bob's just said, the architectural gem on the right hand side of the building. Now they've got planning for that. And so now we've just come back round to where we set off, where we came through this morning from Levens Park. I'm going to walk back down here, through the wall there, and then through the trees and back to the cars. So now we're heading back towards Levens Hall through the park, alongside the River Kent again. There's only three of us in the lead. Everybody else has run away. So it's been a bit of a curtailed walk this week. Not particularly as we wanted, with the bridge being closed and then the threats of rain. It's mizzled for the past hour and a half. So whilst we're not wet through, it's not particularly nice. And it's a bit sticky underfoot. Rivers have slowed down a bit. But we're heading back now to the road that's over there, turning right at the end and back to the cars. And so that's it for this week, really. Next week to be decided, I think. dependent on the weather. Might be Elter Water, might be elsewhere. But you're welcome to join us, and we'll see you then. Bye for now, folks.